morning.
Good morning, everyone. Eric, Diana from Nomadic Fanatic. We're leaving the bus in the parking lot here in Williams at the Grand Canyon Railroad Station. This is a bucket list for both Diana and I. We are going to hop on a train and go up 2 hours from Williams up to the Grand Canyon on a freaking train, guys. Yes, we got our tickets. That was the little surprise. Don't worry, you guys get in free. We're here a little early, so we're gonna check out the restaurant. You smell the bacon and eggs? Yeah. Gonna hit breakfast because we're here a little early, and then after that, we'll head over to the depot over there and get loaded up. Can't wait. Thanks for joining us, guys. All right, we got the Fred Harvey restaurant, the Harvey Host restaurant, and they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffets and a gift store. So I think it's a really good place to get started here today. Of course, you can get all the souvenirs you need ahead of time if you want. The locomotive trains. They have Grand Canyon umbrellas because the weather can be unpredictable up there, and stickers, and they got some magnets here, but I know they're going to have some at the national park also. They also have pins. There's the Grand Canyon train pin right there. Okay, magnets. There is only one I like, and yeah, I actually really, really like that one because that one shows the train that we're going on up to Grand Canyon. So I'm going to get this one before breakfast. Diana, are you ready for bacon and eggs?
Yes.
We don't eat breakfast very often. We skip breakfast. I would say we only eat breakfast like 2 times a month.
Yeah.
It's a special treat.
Yeah, we fast a lot in the mornings now.
So breakfast and coffee and bacon and all that cholesterol in the morning is something we don't do often, but when in Rome, I think we got to do it here.
Yeah, and then since we're riding the train too, I think it's important to have something in your tummy.
That's true. That's true. I am wearing a motion sickness patch because I don't know, it's train, you know. What a fancy breakfast hall, huh? Let's go see what they got up here. They got fruits and cereals. They got some pastries up here. There's biscuits and gravy and lots of eggs, sausage, bacon, taters, and tater tots for breakfast, y'all. They also have an omelet station where you can get a custom omelet. How's that look, guys? Pretty basic, but comfort food. Eggs, bacon, and hash browns. Diana's got a plate of her own there. So we got our tickets online. We still got to check in the depot. We got our up there and returning tickets. And 9 o'clock, there's a Western gunfight show outside. We board at 9:10. We leave at 9:30. So we're going to hang around in this gift store and go outside and look at the train. Actually, this is a bigger gift store in here. They have patches in here for my travel vest. And look, there's a Grand Canyon Railway specific penny press here. So, of course, they're going to have some Grand Canyon ones. I just want the train that says Grand Canyon Railway right there. All right, we're out on the, what do you call this, the platform? Oh, it's bright. So, today, it is going to be 77 degrees here in Williams, but 84 degrees up at the southern rim of the Grand Canyon.
That's nice.
It's a 2-hour train ride. They're going to give us about 3.5 hours up there, and then a 2-hour train back. We'll be back by 5:30, 5:45. Yeah. All right, well, this is where we stage here, where they're going to have a little Wild West. They've got bleacher seating here. And look, a whole western town ready to entertain us today. Awesome.
That one guy go with the Harley Davidson shirt. Okay. You know what? Let's get one last photo for the insurance real quick.
Wave goodbye to the widow.
Now, I'll deal out these cards. You go explain the rules.
Let's play poker. Yeah. Now, we didn't want to play, but he was mighty persistent. Look at this pretty little person. Mister, you go have a seat. I'll take care of these scoundrels for you.
That was crazy, Diana. Out of all the people in here, he called me out there. There's like hundreds of people here,
And they picked you.
Yeah.
Good.
That's fun. All right. Next, we need to find out which train car we're going to. Let's go find the train. All right, this is the train. the Grand Canyon Railway. There are 4 different ticket prices you can get. See these little bubbles up there? A little sky view. Yeah, so we got the most affordable tickets, the Pullman car tickets. There's also a first class, a VIP, and then you can get the bubble ones up there. These ones are round trip, I think, $89 a piece round trip, but it goes up to like $200 per ticket. So you're gonna see it from the basic non-premier side. So we'll go find our car 09A and 09B. Also, some of the more expensive cars have air conditioning, but not ours. I believe, yep, this one is ours. It says Pullman right there. So these are very old cars with windows. You can roll the windows down and get some fresh air like he's doing right there. All right, we are watching our step. So we come into the Pullman car here. I'm gonna look down the other way real quick. That might be the bathroom. We're looking for row 9 here. Kind of like an airplane. Let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 right there. We're on 2 hours up the mountain. I already opened up my window so I can put my arm out, get a view. I'll switch with Diane if she wants to see some views too.
I'll take the way back.
You want the way back window?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
do the first one.
Cool, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful up at the Grand Canyon today. I think what makes this train the most famous is the Polar Express thing they do in the winter.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the movie, you know, Tom Hanks is the conductor, the animated, they turn it all into Polar Express with hot chocolate and reindeer and all that stuff. It's worth it. It's cool.
I wonder if they know that we're laughing at them. Yeah, he's overly happy, isn't he? Yeah, I thought those guys died. What the heck?
Bye, Williams. I'll be back.
All right, and we own all this property. It's all protected for the prairie dogs. So this is our first little bit of entertainment of the day. There's a lot today, actually. Wow. Just looking at us. Why, oh, why are you bothering us again? Right there. These are our most loyal ravers, right there. This is the tunnel that gets us to the North Pole quickly. Because according to my grandson, you can't get there in 45 minutes, Grandma. It would take at least 2 weeks, and he's 12, so he knows everything. All
we're
right,
getting ready to go in a tunnel, guys.
We'll hold our breath and make a wish.
Here we go, our first tunnel.
Go. That was rough.
That was so short. That's kind of cool. That was easy to flip the seat, actually. So some people's green blinds are coming off the windows. This train is 103 years old. This car, I mean. This Pullman car is 103 years old. It's a classic. She's fragile. Gorgeous, though. So nostalgic, but how the seats fold back. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, we're gonna have 3.5 hours to play and go on that 10-mile hike. No, we're not going on a 10-mile hike. This landscape really looks like Concho Sholo to me. It's gonna change though. Like I said, as we go up the mountain to the Grand Canyon, all this green's gonna disappear, they said, and it's gonna look more like a desert. This is high desert right here. It's exactly what you get if you buy raw land in Apache County. We're making the turn. All right, we're about 1 hour into our trip, and just like I said, there's no more juniper trees. It is flat, sandy desert out here, open plains. Now we're going through a little bit of a more rocky area here. Riders in the sky. Our Junipers came back for a little bit here. You've been on trains before. You like them, right?
Yes, I love trains.
So you guys know I get motion sickness, but I put the same exact patch that my mom recommended as our last cruise and our plane. No problems on the plane. Yes, the train does go like this on the tracks, but and yeah, I can't see a clear shot of the front, you know, so I'm just looking out the windows and not reading or looking at my phone. We don't have service right now anyway. But so far, so good. We are getting close now. We're starting to see some big trees out here. Some ponderosa pines. Yeah, a lot like Sholo, Pinetop, Lakeside area. But we're on the other side of the state. About 5 minutes to go, going around the bend here. Yeehaw! What a beautiful train ride. Well, we're almost there. There's the track that they're going to turn around and connect us for the way back. We're sitting in the same seat. They're gonna flip these. Oh, we might be able to see the canyon.
Again, just long enough to go, ooh, oh.
Let's see here.
Hey, just go with the camera.
I think she's kidding. Is she kidding?
All right, remember, ooh, oh. Here it comes. You're going to go straight and slightly left as your best view as soon as we pass the road. Ooh.
Oh,
Right
okay.
Right
Over there. Nice.
All right, we've seen it. We can go back
Yeah,
now.
turn around. We're off the train. Grand Canyon Pullman car. We don't have like an itinerary or anything. Some people have packaged like excursions.
Well, that's because they only got 3 hours to be here.
Yes.
That's all you get.
So they're going to get in another bus and go on a tour. There's people who made reservations to just come up and eat in the hotel lobby.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of different ways to do it. We want to see the Grand Canyon and maybe go on a little hike. I definitely want to hit the gift store. Here, those are where they're loading up the buses for the grand tour. It's funny because, you know, like after this train ride, the last thing I want to do is get in another bus around corners and curves and stuff. But hey, we're all different. We're all different. The patch did really well. Really good. We're looking for where there's a break in our train. They backed up and then came forward, and there's going to be a walkway to the Grand Canyon, which is what we're looking for. And this should be our place to walk through the trains. That was nice of them to do that. All right. Also, we have the same seats on the way back, but a lot of people don't. This is the only car, the cheaper one, that does not have air conditioning. And so a lot of people, like in front of us and behind us, they're on the way back, they're in a totally different car that has AC. It's kind of funny.
But it's a lot more money.
It is a lot more money. So there's the Grand Canyon Lodge here. We're gonna kind of follow the masses over this way yonder. And even straight off the train, we still got a hike uphill. Yeah. All right, we made it to the top of the rim here. Got the El Tovar. If we have time, we'll go in and look. A lot of people are dining in there. We'll walk around this way. All right, we're almost there. You guys ready? Are we ready? Oh my. Wow. What a beautiful park. That's incredible.
Which way do you want to go?
The Grand Canyon. We're gonna venture up a little bit and see what the other views have to offer.
Such
There.
a magical place.
It is a magical place. It does have a little bit of a dark history though.
Yes.
As Cheryl, our car attendant, was telling us, there have been quite a few deaths in the Grand Canyon over here. How many people do you think have lost their lives here at the Grand Canyon? The number is staggering at over 1,000. Over 1,000 people have passed away at the Grand Canyon. That's a lot.
It's pretty scary.
A lot of people. What is this contraption right here? U.S. Department of the Interior, National Park Service Scenic Locator. So I guess you look down into it to see, I don't know. Wow. It's massive. And it's so peaceful up here. So incredibly peaceful. Okay, we're gonna take a break and go check out the Verkamps Visitor Center, restrooms, and gift store in here. So the Grand Canyon Village became a thing in 1896. Here's a picture of someone on the edge there. They're a very primitive car. There are tons and tons of magnets for Grand Canyon. The one I like the best is the acrylic Grand Canyon National Park. You know, I don't want to get one from a trail that I didn't actually hike, you know, so yeah, I think this is going to be the one. Welcome to the Trail of Time, a geology timeline, and you can walk 2 billion years of Grand Canyon history with all the different layers of soil. Looks like granite. Yep. Oh geez, Diana's going off trail. Here we go. Oh geez, I do. Just there's no rails. Remember, thousands of people.
From certain areas, there's no more rails.
Okay. Well, there's no rail here. I do not want to be a statistic, but I really kind of want to look over the edge.
There's wind.
It's a little windy right here too. Oh my gosh. Holy. That's a good spot.
All right, let's do it.
That's a good spot. Got the old wood. Yeah. There's even a trail that goes over there. Let's check this one out. Let's watch out for the slippery gravel. Wow. There's a cool spot to sit and think about life. I'm gonna climb out to that edge. And I want you to take my picture on that edge.
No, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, right there?
That's too close to the edge.
No, I don't think so.
You want me to take a picture of you?
Yeah, from here, for that vantage. Maybe take like a wide one and then zoom in.
Okay, but don't get too close.
Okay.
Okay, that's good enough.
You can walk a lot of the rim all the way around for so many different views, and this trail is like wheelchair accessible. It's actually really, really nice, and mostly flat around the outer rim. Everywhere you look, there's a different view of the canyon down there too. So we haven't seen any wildlife yet, but we have seen lots of, I mean, you might call this wildlife. Cactus is in bloom with yellow and orange buds on the cactus. Thriving well out here at the Grand Canyon. But I've heard and seen people talk about seeing elk and moose out here too. So, I don't know. I don't know if I can see any animals today. We'll just wait for everybody else to go, oh, and then we'll just go over where everybody else is looking. So this massive sandstone historic landmark building here is a Hopi house. Native American arts and crafts and Navajo rugs at the Hopi house. Let's get a little closer so we can see what it's kind of made of. Rock, sand, dirt. Also, this door here that looks like a hobbit door, I have to duck. I just want you to see that even I would have to duck into this door. We heard that the Hopi people are generally a very short, they're not very tall generation. So they had really short doors. Nice. Okay, and I guess on the other side is the entrance. Yes, it says open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. No, that's not true. It is definitely locked. So, it is locked for strong winds. Yeah, it seems like ever since we got past San Bernardino, every day has been record-breaking winds. We have not gotten a wind break anywhere since we started. Yet we haven't seen a drop of rain either, so there's that. But high winds. Yeah, this door's open. And just so you know, this plaque says that this Hopi house was constructed in 1905. It's over a century old. Been sitting here. Danger, low door, make sure you duck. Wow, they had air conditioning back in 1904? Some cool handcrafted lamps here. Almost everything in this store is authentic, native made. Almost everything. If it isn't, there will be a clear sign indicating that it is not. We came upstairs to the top floor, which is also air conditioned. Very nice. There's a fire. It looks like a nose. Doesn't it look like a nose? Fireplace. And there is a very authentic looking bow and arrow here for $219. The wood bow. It's got the string. And then the arrows have the feathers on them. And they even have the arrowheads on top. It's a very, very cool piece. Also want to point out the ceiling. Look, you can see the different layers of sticks going opposite direction to reinforce it up here. Although electricity has been added since. All right, we still got 2 hours. Let's go peek inside the El Tovar restaurant. They have seating outside with rocking chairs. It's actually really nice in this area. Oh my. This is impressive. Wow, it smells like old stained wood in here. Holy. The fireplace they probably turn on in the winter there. And then over here is the check-in for the restaurant, which you do need reservations for. Now they had one table open here. The restaurant is reservations only, but the bar, whatever you call it, the saloon here, we got some colorful drinks. Diana got her prickly pear margarita, and I got a local IPA here in Arizona. Very hoppy. It's very hoppy. But this isn't even the best part of this place. It's actually on the other side of the camera. I'm going to rotate you guys around. We have a view of the Grand Canyon from our seat, even a little bit over there. All right, we still got about an hour to enjoy the park, so we're walking down the other way now with a totally different view down there. Look at that. Look at these views, guys. I know it's the same canyon, but every time we stop and look over it, it just feels totally different. And you can't tell how far away, well, actually, maybe you can. See how foggy they look? That's because they're tens of miles away. They're so far away. Jeez, give the kid a Dole Whip already. This is actually one of their oldest buildings here at the National Park, the Bright Angel Lodge, construction in 1885 in cowboy times. And it's known today, began as a cabin and several tents on this site. And now it's, well, we're going to go find out what it is now. Oh, it's a fudge factory. Whoa, mule's breath mint chocolate fudge. Gosh. All right, our last stop is whatever you call that. It looks like an art house of sorts. And there's a little walkway down there where you can get a better view maybe. That's where we're heading next, last. And the name of this place is Lookout Studio. They got some gifts and stuff, but more importantly, they got the views. And we're gonna go down the steps right down there. And down the steps we go. Oh, they got little arches. That's funny. There's a little arch.
You know, in Courtside they sell those.
That kind of.
Probably cheaper.
Let's see what we got here. Oh my. Yeah, this is a monster lookout. And it's ridiculously windy. Yeah, hold on to your hat. Wow. However, if we ever happen to just find ourselves here, November, December, even though, you know, that's probably meant for kids, I think it'd be fun to ride the Polar Express. I think it'd be worth it, right?
I think so. I think it'd be fun.
I think it's a bucket list thing you have to do either way. This is actually a lot steeper than it looked like from way over there, Diana.
It does.
This is super steep.
You don't have to do it, honey. I'll go.
I kind of want to see it. Yeah, we'll go try this. It's our last viewing point of the day. It's an interesting national park because it feels so raw. Even though they've got all the like paved walking trails and everything, and this is to keep people from falling down, which they built, but it looks in the same style as the natural part of it, which I really like. Like they made it look like it was intentional. Wow. This is incredible. Have y'all been to the Grand Canyon before? Or you just seen it in movies? It's kind of a bucket list for anyone who's a traveler at heart. You got to get to the Grand Canyon.
Somebody built their cabin down there with solar. Look it.
Oh my gosh. Can you guys see it? Solar panels?
Yep.
How did they get away with setting up a home base in a national park? I mean, that's a big ditch.
Like, how long would it take them to get there in burros? Because I believe only burros can go down there, right?
I like how you roll your R's. Burro. I can't do it.
Burros. You could only go down there in burros. Before, they used to bring you down in helicopters, but after what she said in the train...
No more any flights over Grand Canyon after that crash. No, they're not doing it anymore.
There's someone walking down there in the red shirt.
You're off trail. Well, we're getting ice cream. I got the grasshopper, and Buddy here's getting us s'mores. Busy day, huh?
Yeah, very busy. Very busy.
Ice cream's gonna hit the spot. Thank you. So as we were in line, they ran out of like 3 different flavors, and we're down to these last 2. And she just closed shop because they are officially out of ice cream. So good little walk back to the train. We'll get back on, same seats, and we'll go down the mountain again. All right. Sounds like the trains are going. They left the gap for us to get on the other side. And we'll go back, find the Pullman car again. It's really not that hot in this car. I mean, with all the windows open and the breeze open, it's worth it. I don't think you need to upgrade your ticket. I think this car will be just fine. You dribbled. And since there's only half of us in there, you can see a lot of the seats are empty. And our car director put our seat down for us in front and said we could put our feet up. So, yeah, it's actually very comfortable. She is awesome. She's from California. She loves this job so much on the train that she comes every summer for 6 months out of the year to work the trains. And she's very knowledgeable. All right, we're going to leave our car, and we're going to head over to the other car over here. This does move on the floor, so you got to be really careful here. Yes, the cafe car. Oh, nice. Wow, it's air conditioned back here. That's awesome. What? Sun chips and Coors Light? I like it. Diana said she didn't want anything. I told her there's cold silver bullets back there. You know, I almost named my Harley Silver Bullet. Almost. We went with Silverback instead. But, yeah. Don't want to fill up too much. We got some chips for some snacks because we're going to be eating in like 2 hours. So, yeah. I like this. What? Would you recommend this train to the Grand Canyon?
100%.
It's a bucket list thing, I think.
Yeah, you should. It's really great.
Yeah. We had fun.
There's calls from homeowners out here that they've seen bandits.
There's bandits on the track.
And
Okay.
No way.
Bandits, Sonny.
escaped from Williams Jail earlier this afternoon.
We're almost back, too. We are slowing down, guys. I think they got the tracks blocked ahead.
Oh, there they are.
Where? What's going on?
I see them.
There's a cowboy. See him right there? In the bushes?
We're gonna get
This is not good.
Again, you are. I'm gonna
Not
hide.
good. Yeah, there's definitely some cowboy activity up there.
So, do they ride the
If
train?
you look back there, the guy
Well, why are we
who just
stopping
went
for
past
him?
is gonna ride
Like-
towards the train. Here he comes. I don't know if we call that riding. It's trotting along.
Well, they caught up to us, guys.
Yeah, he must be the horse guy today because he don't look too.
He's got, oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is also the only car you can hear that from because we're the only ones with open windows.
Oh my gosh. Well, we should be good. They'll get enough money in the front. They won't need ours. So we're back moving, but I think there's some robbers that got on the train, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
these three left
Oh,
behind with the
geez.
horses.
All right, we definitely have robbers on the train. So just a matter of time. We don't know where they went to. Oh, sorry.
We'll take pocket change, watches, rings. We'll take gold teeth. We won't take gold teeth, we'll take gold teeth.
She's holding out. She's holding out. Sorry.
What's up there?
I told on you.
All of you bringing my money with you.
Sorry. That's fun. That's a very, very creative way to collect tips at the end of a day.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they distribute those amongst everybody involved in making this experience wonderful, which was awesome. We are gonna get back, and we got our souvenirs all ready, so we can skip the gift store and go get some food, some pizza, and maybe some barley pops. Well, we made it back. We just stopped, but there's a Burlington Northern train going by right here, like right next to us. No, it's still going. It's still going. Wow. By the way, our train car operator, Cheryl, big shout out. Cheryl was awesome. We loved the corny jokes. She's very knowledgeable, wonderful. Give Cheryl a raise. She's awesome. Yes. And I'm also gonna say, Diana will agree with me. I know it's gonna be tempting to up your ticket to one of the, it's like $120 more that you can pay. The Pullman is just fine, guys. The Pullman is fine. Even with temperatures, in the mid 80s, you don't need the air conditioning. They give you like one soda and a muffin or something. That's not worth an additional $120. We don't think. We'll get up here. I want to show you what which engine was powering our day. I totally forgot. We just got on the train because it's so long. I want to show you what was getting us up there today. There's one of them right here, guys. There's actually two of them here. These are diesel-powered locomotives. Also, they're already selling tickets for the Polar Express this winter. That's what we were on today. That's what was pulling us all day today. Yep. I don't know how many we never did see the front of ours, actually. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Beautiful. All right, not a very far walk from the depot. This is where we're heading. The historic brewing company of Williams, Arizona here. Barrel House. And there's some live music over there doing some Jimmy Buffett in the background. All right, our pizza order's in. We're literally on Route 66. It's so good, it's such a good spot. They're taking a break, but they're gonna do some live music later. I got me the local beach blonde, and Diana got a Italian margarita.
Yes.
Okay, yummy, and our pizza's coming. One more cheers, thank you. We got the pepperoni here to split. Well, actually, I'll just slide this over here. You got yours. No, this looks really good. So, this happens more than I really share on the channel because it's kind of one of my secrets. It's not really a secret. It's just something I don't share that often. But it does happen from time to time in a motorhome, even one of my old Tiogas. And even when there are tons and tons of other parking spaces for tons and tons of parking, we came back and we ain't leaving. That Ford Transit bus is about 4 inches away from the back of my trailer, and we have no room to move forward or backwards. So, in this situation, I took a picture of my RV and the back and his plate, went to the office. And at first, it wasn't very helpful because the hotel staff said, no, you have to be out by 6:30. I'm like, well, it's 7:30. I mean, what do you want me to do? Look, I showed her the pictures. I can't move. She's like, like you could tell like her brain just broke. So I got to call security. Okay, call security. The security officer and I had a great conversation, and there's one rule that he really doesn't like about this hotel, and that's that when guests check in, or if you go on the train or use the restaurant like we did, we were instructed to park here with our tickets, they never ask me for my plate number. They never ask anybody for their plate number. So they can't even do anything with that Utah plate number because they don't even know who to contact. He said, you're right. I mean, I can't tow you. I can't make you move. Nobody can. And I have no way of contacting that guy in the van. So we get a free night. He's going to pass the word on to the next shift of security and let him know that this turquoise bus is staying here because they can't move. Can't leave. We're trapped. We also don't know if he's going to leave tomorrow. I thought about putting a note on his windshield and saying, hey, can you knock on my door whenever you do leave just so I know that I have a quick chance to move before someone else comes in and traps me in here? It's like some people would say that's one of the difficulties of having a big rig. Nobody respects that you need to be able to leave. Now, we can't leave. There's nothing we can do about it except laugh and say, well, we got a free night in Williams, somewhere where we're not usually allowed to be. So So hopefully we'll be able to leave and get back on the road east. Give me 3 days to put out some more videos, guys, and we'll see you soon on Route 66. Good night, y'all.